Tour de France is on, and I am riding the tour. I'll be on Champs-Elysees as a Kenyan rider this Sunday. So if you're watching the tour, make sure you look for me because I'll be on there. But before I get to France, I decided I'm going on a training ride today for the tour. So Sunday, I'll be on Champs-Elysees with those boys. But before I do that, with my group ride, I decided to go do this excursion for you guys. That way you can know what's in the peloton, like the prices of the bikes in the peloton. I think some of you might love this insight. So I just want to go and compare if, what do people really spend on their bikes? So going on?
So,
yeah.
like 30 a tire.
Yesterday.
Really? Yeah. So I grabbed four of them.
Yesterday, dropping all those big watts.
I got this one in here.
Crap, I don't know, man. No, it wasn't really big words, I'd say.
That's good. You'll be nice and tired for today.
Yeah, yesterday was the first day on heat, man. Like, I've never gotten an average over 200 for the past 3 weeks. But for some reason, I just felt my legs going yesterday.
Felt good.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. For most part, I was at 240 watts. I'm like, this is good.
Yeah, that's
Keep
great.
it going.
240 watts, 25 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just underestimate the power of a good couple rest days or something. And
Right.
Man, I'm feeling it today.
It's kind of good.
Yeah, it felt good yesterday.
I know, same. I did Tuesday. And I was like, dude, I am
That would be
dying.
2 group rides a week is too much. I don't know how you guys do it.
So yeah, Mr. New Bike, how much did your bike cost?
Too much?
Too much. I always want to know, man.
I
Like
know.
really, on a serious bit, how much is your bike?
49.
49.
That's pretty good.
And what's the components?
So SRAM force. The only thing I put on there was the saddle and then did the NBs, but I feel like
Okay.
that's a pretty good deal on the
Yeah,
wheels.
it's
49.
less than $6,000 into that.
Six. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Dude.
What about your bear, man?
This is my old one.
Looks
my
like
other one. I'm
War machines.
70, like 75 plus the wheels.
75 plus wheels,
This one I was like 45,
45.
and then the wheels came on my other bike, so I swapped the wheels over to this one.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
All right, Mr. Giant.
I'm on the low end, bro.
Low end. How low?
And I'm proud of it.
How low is yours?
Did Zach say if you tell
it
people what you
was,
paid for your bike, then he's going to charge you double on your next service?
He didn't buy it.
22? Oh, that's pretty good.
But it
Oh, I
was,
thought it was a Giant, sorry.
He didn't come with the Ultegra, did
Then
he?
whatever.
Yeah, it did.
It did?
Contender? Where'd you get it?
22?
So it was a 2017, and I got it in 2018 when they were blowing them out, you know.
Oh.
So I got it for a good, better price.
Hey,
I mean, these ones right now
Yeah,
are like 36.
36. I
on the
bet.
shelf, you know.
And this is the Giant, which one is it? This is
TCR.
oh, TCR?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
get them.
Yeah, I have a TCR. Mine was, I
Can't
think it
find
was
bikes
78
anymore.
when I got it, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a big difference.
and you got your
And I
Speed Demon bike today.
Yeah, it's pretty comfy. But now this is the one that I'm still,
This one
we're doing bike envy today, yeah.
cost me many hours of marketing and sales for the company. I
Wait,
just
you built
traded.
it by yourself?
No, this company is a Utah company,
Yeah?
but I helped them open up a dealer network and sell some bikes, and we did it in trade.
Okay,
So this is a prototype.
all right.
It's not quite production ready. Like
Huh.
cages are zip tied on instead of like a proper mount.
Uh-huh.
like I'm close.
The build when they were selling this SRAM Red 22, I mean this is like 5 years old, but it was 10K.
10K. How do you feel riding a prototype, though? I mean,
It's been good. I've tested it.
yeah.
It's the 7th build.
Oh, okay.
Frame they put me on.
All right.
So I broke 6 others.
Oh, crap.
In various ways. And they just, nothing catastrophic like that I
Okay,
got
okay,
hurt,
okay,
but
okay,
just
okay.
like I get back from a ride and be like, oh, it's a crack here, something there.
What about the design? Like, what do they think when they do? So, because these are carbon fibers, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's like a thread to begin
Alright,
with.
alright.
They wind it onto this mandrel, and then they cure it with the glue,
Okay.
the resin that gets in there, and then they cook it, of course. Then they lay up these lugs. They make their own lugs.
All right.
But the idea with this is it's vibration dampening.
Oh, yeah.
So that road shot kind of gets these nodes and it dissipates.
Oh, nice.
So it actually, they're not building right now, but it would be a great gravel bike. For the vibrational dampening.
Oh, sweet.
It's good on chip seal roads. Like I hit a chip seal and it feels smooth. Tell me your first name again.
Oh, James.
James.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
James.
That's a good name. It's my middle name.
Yeah. Oh, it's all over the place.
Yeah, it gets around,
I
right?
need to change it. I think this is a custom build, though, right?
Yeah. That's a Linsky, right?
I don't know. But it looks like a vintage.
He's had a lot of those.
People think, oh, it's cheaper way. It's like, it's not.
Yeah, I've seen close a lot worse.
I was doing bike envy today. I was gonna ask him, but I'm asking folks how much their bike cost.
Oh. Probably not. I don't know. This is the entry level Canyon.
I've always wanted the Canyon. It doesn't even look like entry level, and it's both. It's a gravel and road too. You can swap tires the way you want, right?
Probably could. Yeah, I've never set it up.
Because the gap, I see the gap is pretty huge.
So I've had up to 32s on it.
Oh, yeah.
I think you could probably go. You could probably go.
Yeah, you could go pretty big. I mean, 32. How big do you want to go with 32, even if you're doing gravel? You know.
So I've had 32s on it before, and it rode fine.
Yeah.
I added last year. I added the wheel set.
Okay.
So it just came with aluminum.
Aluminum. Oh, it's the light aluminum.
Well, the wheel set.
Oh, the
so I
wheel.
swapped them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is.
It's all fully carbon.
Yeah, I mean minus the stem and
All right.
the handlebars are aluminum. But you know, this
So
is my second year riding. So.
Yeah. You think you're gonna build it some more till you get it maybe lighter, so you get.
One day I'd like to get a nicer bike, just electronic shifting.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So, I think, given the state of the bike industry where it's tough to even get stuff right now.
I know.
Probably best just to wait. And
Yeah.
like I said, this is only my second year anyway. So.
Okay. So off the bat, how much did this cost you?
The bike itself with the aluminum rims, it was right around $2,000.
$2,000. Oh.
And then the wheel set was about 900.
900.
And then by the time I put the cassette,
Yeah.
the disc
The hubs,
brakes and
yeah.
everything, I was probably 1,400 out the door total.
Okay.
For the wheel set.
Oh, sweet.
So,
Man, I don't know why these bikes don't come cheap. Like, I'm trying to see somebody on a nice bike with, a good value, but it just doesn't happen, I guess.
yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. You might be the last person. So, this is custom built. I never even heard of the name Linsky.
No, it's not custom. It's just one of the regular frames. It's all titanium.
Titanium. Okay. So off the bat, how much do you think you bought it for? It looks like. I mean, you have carbon fiber. Oh, those also came with it, huh?
Yeah, these are forged carbon. These are alloy, obviously.
Okay.
We're gonna roll out of here at 7:30. Go up the big mountain and back.
This is
So if anybody wants to come, about
this is
90 miles.
SRAM red. I'm probably into it, maybe 6 even.
6 even.
Yeah, by the time it's all SRAM.
Yeah. All the components. Yeah.
And I'm just realizing I forgot my battery on my front derailleur, so there's error number 1. So it looks like I'm in the big ring for the night.
Oh, nice.
How do you like your band?
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, here's the Vela.
It's a Vela, yeah. It's
That's a nice bed.
yeah, I love it. That's why I saw it off the shelf, and because I have a Giant Advanced TCI, which is more of a climber's bike. But when I saw this, I'm like, with my weight, I'm not going anywhere with climbing a climber's bike. So.
Well, I think one of your quads probably produces twice the watts as one of mine. Both of mine, I should say.
I know, but the problem is that you can sustain that longer than I can, so you still win.
Not in a crit, I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, not in a crit, yeah, that's for sure. But
at any given time in a crit, I'm just trying to dangle at best, you know, before I get blown off the back.
I know. Oh, I had a really competitive ride. You can see my work streak. Yeah, that means I worked too hard. So generally, what I figured, as a cyclist, you gotta have some kind of bike. And any bike you have, somehow, from all those interviews and interaction I had, the bike has to be top end. You can buy it cheap, but at the end of the day, it's still gotta cost you some money. So to be on a bike as a cyclist, you're looking at an average of, come on, shrimp. You wanna be part of the video? Chill out. Oh yeah, but to have any kind of decent bike, you gotta be ready to put with, you know, somewhere between 4 to 6 grand, just at an entry level. Time to freeze my waters as usual after the ride. I gotta freeze them because it's fetching hot. To enjoy some nice cool water in the ride, I gotta have it frozen. Haha, smile more. Adios.